Hello, my friends. We are at the Leonardo da Vinci Airport in Rome, Italy. That Rome. There's Rome in Texas too. We're in the Italy one. Starting our vacation. We're going to be here about a week. Most of the time in Rome, a couple of days in Florence. And I hope you come along for all the exciting fun. Well, it took me almost 52 years, but I made it to Rome.
I remember those.
Oh, wow. We're in the Piazza del Popolo, which is where our Verbo, or the other kind of Airbnb is. It's a pretty good place, actually. Once we figured out all the mysteries of it, like how to get out of the building, that was a bit of a mystery, but we figured it out. First place in Rome to visit, because it's actually pretty close to where we're staying, is the Spanish Steps, the Spanish Steps. I'll give you more information about them in just a minute, but during this time of year, they put a whole bunch of flowers out. These were featured pretty heavily in a scene in the movie Roman Holiday, which is Gregory Peck and Audrey Hepburn. And they're very, very famous. And people are not supposed to be sitting on them. Usually cops are stopping people.
They said the middle section appears to be for sitting.
Huh.
Left and right for walking, which actually is pretty
Yeah, we saw videos before coming here, and people said you're not supposed to sit, and the cops will like whistle at you or something. Like, not like whistle at you, but blow a whistle at you. But I see plenty of people sitting. So we're gonna go walk up these very famous monuments. I'm pretty sure any place we go to this week is going to be crowded. I mean, I'm fully aware that it's a Saturday night, and a beautiful Saturday night, temperature-wise. And the whole week's going to be like in the 70s, so it's going to be gorgeous. So I expect a lot of traffic and other tourists and all of the normal touristy places. We have a lot of tours booked, so we can get in what we want. Doing a lot of the skip the line kind of stuff. We just wanted to ensure that we got out of every place that we wanted to. But we're walking up the steps right now, if you can't tell. And it's pretty cool. I'm gonna go check this over here. During this time of year, they put out these planters. They're not always here. This is a thing that's coming up, or that they do, which is really cool. It makes it very pretty. Makes it even more crowded. But you can see the other side. Look how busy it is. Again, it's a Saturday night in a touristy area, but look how crowded it is down there, right? God, how gorgeous this is.
I love that depth of view. Look at how far back that just keeps going.
I know, that just keeps going back and back and back.
It's insane. It's wonderful.
You can imagine ancient Romans wandering along these streets. And like that building there looks so Italian. I do love this huge amount of flowers they have here. It's really taken up a whole area, and it smells great. I wish you could smell it. It's very, very fragrant. Very sweet, natural flower smelling. Not sure if it's easy to tell this, but these steps are actually like kind of pointed a little downward. They're uneven and a little awkward to walk on if you're used to regular steps. I don't mind that, but something to keep in mind if you come here, that the steps are very old and have been trodden on by many, many people. And therefore they are probably a little worn and not so perfectly formed anymore. We're up at not the top obviously, because you can go all the way up there, but the first set of where the stairs lead to. And then there's more leading up there. With, of course, a beautiful church and an obelisk. There's obelisks everywhere. I swear we passed like 3 of them.
20 plus, I think. It's
Yeah.
the city with the most obelisks.
Yeah, it's the city with the most Egyptian obelisks that they brought here. And we've already passed, I think, 3 of them. Oh, well, look at that restaurant up there. But that's a nice place to be, and I bet it's expensive. This reminds me a lot of France, where they just have water fountains out, and the water here is pretty good too. And what's really cool is if you want to drink from it, then you just put the tap on and the water sprays out. So you can drink without having to like put your face under it. But it also drips so that you can put your water bottle underneath it. It's a pretty cool design. First meal in Italy is carbonara and amatriciana, I think. I'm probably butchering that. Looks amazing. I can't wait to dig into it. Josh had a bite. What did you think?
Excellent.
Incredible. Okay, good. We'll let you know what we think. This here is the Piazza del Popolo, or the People's Square. in the past, this was the North Gate of Rome. Obviously now Rome continues past this, but there was a time. I like the Italian flag up there on that dome. But anyway, there was a time when this was the most northern part of the city of Rome, and that was the gate into the city. And you see quite a number of people out still. It is 9:20 at night. This is known for its twin churches. One right there and one right there. We're staying near the Piazza del Popolo, which is about 20 minutes from the Trevi Fountain. I'm sorry, it's about 20 minutes from the Spanish Steps. It's about 25 minutes from the Trevi Fountain. So it's pretty much walkable to most of the major sightseeing areas, as long as you don't mind doing a little bit of walking. Like Josh and I do not mind to do a little, like 20-minute, 30-minute, 40-minute walking. I think it's 40 minutes to get to the Colosseum, which we'll be doing on Monday. It's Saturday right now. But you can see there's lots of people eating. Romans eat late. 8 o'clock is a typical dinner time for people in Rome. And we were close to that when we stopped for our food.
Not our usual.
We just went walking around a little, as you saw, and then stopped for food. We did go by the Trevi Fountain. I didn't take any video of it because we're going to be going there probably a couple more times, and we want to be able to do the whole coin over the shoulder thing, which I'll talk more about when we actually do it in the video. But like tomorrow, we have a couple of tours. One's a food tour, and the other is a nighttime e-bike tour of the major sites. Like, you don't go into anything, but you'll drive at night. You'll go by the Trevi Fountain, and you'll go by the Colosseum, and just seeing everything at night while you ride around Rome on bikes. Having seen how people drive around here and where all the pedestrians are, I'm a little worried about riding a bike, but we'll see how that goes. They're professionals. They've brought lots of groups around, and so it'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, thanks for joining us on this half day. We flew in today. We didn't get in until about 5-ish, so we've only been here about 4 hours or so, but we're exhausted. We've been up since 6 o'clock Colorado time, essentially yesterday, which was Friday morning, and now it's Saturday. In Colorado, they're, I think 8 hours behind us right now, and so it's almost noon there. So it means we've been up with very brief sleep on the plane. Like, I don't sleep well on planes, as you know, if you've seen any of my videos before. And maybe I got a little bit, 30 minutes, maybe an hour. So I'm working on an hour, even though we've been up for more than 24 hours. So we're heading back to the place now, and we're going to rest tonight. And then tomorrow morning, we don't have to be anywhere until 1 p.m. when we have our food tour. Speaking of food, I'm sorry. Our food was delicious, amazingly delicious.
That was amazing.
What did you get, Josh?
Essentially, mine was carbonara, which everyone knows in America, and you basically had like a red sauce equivalent almost of the same thing.
Yeah, because they both had like bacon. Josh's had egg and bacon and pepper. Mine had pepper and kind of a red sauce.
Yeah.
My noodles were thicker.
Yeah.
His were thinner, and they brought over like
fresh
grated, like grated mozzarella cheese. It was in a little jar, but you could tell it was fresh grated because they actually had little bits of the cheese, like
that hadn't been grated.
Yeah, that hadn't been completely grated. And so, anyway, it was delicious. It ended up being just over 30 euro, I think.
About 30, yeah.
Josh said that includes the water that we got, which was a bottle of water. But unlike our Paris trip, where the bottle of water was bigger and was like
9 euros.
9 euros or something. I mean, the water was good.
This was still good.
So this was actually good water too. We just wanted tap water. We have to figure out how to ask for that here. Because we didn't really want like a soda or something. Anyway, it was delicious. So, sorry, I'm getting lost track. I'm just looking around at all this amazing stuff. Rome is an open air museum. Everywhere you look, there's a church or a fresco, a mural, the Spanish Steps, the Trevi Fountain. They're just all built out for everybody to enjoy. It doesn't cost you anything to do the Spanish Steps. It doesn't cost you anything to go see the Colosseum. Going inside, yeah, you have to pay something. But if you just want to go look at it, you can do that. There's tons of statues around here. This place is wide open. You know, it's a square, and there's statues all over the place. See, statue over there. Obelisk. I mentioned earlier that they have more obelisks in this city than any other city because they went and grabbed them from places and brought them here. There's a bunch of lion statues over there. There's a statue on the far right over there. You can see the beautiful architecture on what was once the gate to the city. There's a fountain over there with people on it. It's just incredible. Absolutely incredible. And it's just all out for everybody to enjoy. And it's been around for hundreds of years. As we close out the night, I will leave you with a performance of a violinist that we just happened to pass as we were walking back to our Vrbo. Doing a great job, drew a pretty good crowd, getting lots of donations. I always give money. If I'm gonna video them, I always give money. I think it's polite to do so. He was amazing. He was playing music through his phone, through like a Bluetooth speaker, a very good Bluetooth speaker, because it was loud. And then he was just playing the violin along with it. It was amazing. Enjoy.